Nana, you do have an interesting discussion with regards to the goal. Was it a foul for against Hearts? Was it a foul for the play on the ground? We'll take a look closer. What you can definitely see is that it has been a very physical game, no doubt about it, and a lot of stoppages. The game actually started a few minutes late, but the referee added those times on. Let's not waste time and get straight to the business side of things. Gentlemen, let's go straight to the goal. What do you make of it?
I think, on the side of House of Work, I think Levento Sata and Kofi Abwesima didn't defend well on that score. When the ball was on the ground, the player was about to take the ball. I think, Levento Sata should have cleared the ball to the corner side or through. Or Kofi Abwesima, right from the inside of the 18-yard box, should have cleared the ball away instead of allowing the player to cross the ball from that angle. On other scores, too, someone will say, you don't play the ball whilst you are lying on the ground. Someone may take free kick for that. But, I think safety first on that score. So the player should have cleared the ball away from that area.
The referee was pretty close. I mean, he waved play on, so he knew. It would have been simple. Just blow the whistle, give advantage to Hearts because the player's on the ground.
That is why I was saying, some referees will take that ball because, the player was on the ground. So he would take that ball as an infringement and, of course, clear the ball from that angle. But the defenders were there. The first one was Levento Sata. The second was Kofi Abwesima, who was coming from the 16-yard box to come and cross the ball. You don't allow the player to cross from that angle, especially when you see tension game like this, where home games would like to put pressure on you and score in the first 45 minutes of the game. The most important thing is clear and be safe first. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, there was even a hint of a foul where Leventus looked like he may have stepped on the player a little. I mean...
Not really.
Here?
I didn't see that from
here.
Leventus Sata. The player was on the ground. That is why I'm saying sometimes some of these referees will take an infringement for that because you don't lie on the ground and play the ball.
He gave the advantage, the player got up.
So that is why Leventus was the first player to clear the ball. But Kofi Abwesima was coming from that aspect. He could have also cleared the ball from that place for House of Folk.
I see where you're coming from. And my player, no credit.
The player was smart in that area to cross the ball because they were fighting to score a goal. And it's a home side. They want to score a goal in the first 45 minutes.
But you thought the Hearts defenders, coach, were being very careful not to concede a penalty?
Of course, it could be one. And of course, I also felt that Amankwa Befi didn't do well, allowing Evans Osei Owusu. They are at the same height to just nod the ball past Richard Atta. And for me, I think that if they can go back for us to see what Leventus Atta, he wanted a way out. He couldn't. He was trying as much as possible to get the ball, and of course, he couldn't. But I think that Amankwa Befi lost sight of Evans Osei Owusu. Loss of concentration on his part. I indicated from the beginning when we were doing the discussion that Evans Osei Owusu has been their best player in their last 2 games. And I'm sure as the folk are aware of it. I've mentioned it and I said that Evans Osei Owusu, he's one player when you allow, he can do anything with the ball. And I was surprised Amankwa Befi allowed him by not closing him down for him to, because there wasn't any enough power on the ball. Because Atta was not expecting that. So if you clearly see that there wasn't enough power from that header. But Amankwa Befi, for me, I felt that Amankwa Befi should have done something good out of it. But let me give credit to this player. If it had been another player, he was fighting for the ball. Penalty, yeah. But I think that the referee should have whistled for a foul. The referee should have whistled for a foul. But he was close. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he allowed play to continue. Probably that is where Amankwa Befi lost the concentration. But you give credit to Samartex. They've dominated the Midfield. And I think that as a folk don't have a strong Midfield. Salifu, Salim, and of course, Lenda. And Otanga is the one doing
Is Esso still with Hearts of Oak?
No.
Esso, which Esso?
Eric Esso.
Eric Esso is of the Dreams FC.
Not Eric Esso. You continue.
So I feel that Otanga...
They made for that from Ashgold.
Esso?
Yeah.
Esso is no more with Hearts of Oak. He's no more with Hearts of Oak. What I'm trying to say is that the midfield of Samartex, as folks should have known the strength of the midfield of Samartex. Okra is a centre back. He can also play as a midfielder. Seydou Dauda, one of the finalists, and you have Kayeke. These are strong players. So I had expected House of Oak to play 2 pivots in this game. Very solid.
To match.
To match. They can play upon Frane and of course Otanga. And then you can have Salim Adams in front of them. These three players will be able to handle the midfield of Samartex. And then probably Hamza Issa coming out of injury, you don't start him in a crucial game like this. Or probably if you want to play him, you play him on top, you play Linda and then Salifu. So that you can win the midfield battle. Because if you don't win this midfield battle, it will be difficult for you. You could clearly see that Asofo doesn't have creativity in midfield. So the balls have been going long balls for Cisse. And because of that indiscipline on his part that he considered yellow card, he's out of the game.
And it looks like Salifu is beginning to overwork, trying to come in.
So he's working because the balls are not from the midfield. It's just from the two centre backs. Long balls for Cisse to probably control his chest or probably to flick for Hamza or Salim to be able to drive. But the point is that indiscipline that he went to receive that yellow card has slowed his game.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
And all the area balls, he's been losing all the area balls. Yeah. So why don't you change? Instead of sending that long balls and try and get some creativity in midfield. So you'll be able to close down Dauda Seydou, you'll be able to close down Kayeke, and you are done with Samartex. For Amankwabe, you should be able to close down Evans Osei Owusu. And these are key players that we'll be able to close them down. Nations did that and they were true. The moment you stop Dauda Seydou, you stop Kayeke and Evans Osei Owusu, Samartex is no match for you. But Asofo is struggling in this game because of that midfield department where Samartex have had advantage because Asofo has given them the space. Watch the space. Dauda gets the ball. He gets the ball before Asofo will try to press. He already has control. Kayeke same, and of course Okra. So it is being difficult for Otanga to handle them in midfield.
Coach, when you look at Kasim Cisse, the strength of his play is to complement another striker. You can see he ran inside just to receive ball. Anytime he used the body to make sure he receives ball for the other striker.
He's not playing.
But when you play him as an arrowhead with that
I'm saying that he has lost it. He has lost it when he received the yellow card. I'm sure what the coach asked him to go onto the field to do, he's not doing. Because at the end of the day, how many balls has he been able to control and then probably assisted for the second striker, Hamza, to all the balls, he has lost it because either he uses his hand or he tried to go into shovel or something. But I think that they should talk to him to be able to focus on the game. And I think that Asofo is not using the weight very well. I mean, they are not using it very well. They also want to use the midfield. And that midfield, they are losing it. Because Otanga alone cannot battle these players in midfield.
I think either Rafael Ambonsa or David Opuafrane should help
come and complement the midfield.
Yes. Because if Otanga was working very hard, but
Kakari.
He alone is not enough.
Can come in later on because you need stability in your midfield. You need to stop Samartex from operating from the midfield. It's difficult.
Atam pulled off a save in the first half, which was a bit tricky. Richard Atta.
Because they allow the midfielders of Samartex to be driving. That was Seydou Dauda. Oh, and of course, Kayeke has also done the same. But Otanga is working extra to make sure that
he didn't deny Kayeke from shooting from around 18 yards.
Yeah. So I think that Asofo needs to augment their midfield because Kakari is very skillful than Salifu. He can handle the ball very well and all that. But
okay, so we've got a signal. Let's join the action for the second half, which is just about to kick off.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. This is the Century Sports Arena where good things happen to the home side, the Timber Giants, FC Samartex 1996. And this afternoon, they're playing host against Accra Hearts of Oak.